run a 21 counter trap. Watch the screen! Watch the screen! Boom! Boom! I'm going to go for it. The team in? Yeah.
In his 3 years, Wayne Hardin has been the force behind the elevation of Temple football. Temple University has risen from college division to university division and has won 2/3 of its games. Temple's football success is now in line with the total university's philosophy of excellence in both academics and athletics. Temple football provided much excitement in 1972. The Owls, well on their way to national recognition, have rekindled college grit interest and brought Philadelphia what it wants most, a winner. Temple's third straight winning season in the Wayne Hardin era came along with upgrading of its schedule to include national powers. Temple football is exciting. The total athletic program is guided by athletic director Ernie Casal, who has labored tirelessly behind the scenes to make the Owls winners on the gridiron. Temple is where the action is, and Ernie Casal is a good reason why. Temple University has established a winning tradition with 3 successful seasons. Not since the Pop Warner days in the 1930s have the Owls achieved this distinction.
We all have been on the road. We're going to go out on the road again, and we need to discuss what we plan to do. In our local recruiting program, you know, we have a 1-hour circle from Temple University. We have a 2-hour circle and a 3-hour circle. And in that program, if we can keep the good kids at home, we feel we can have a successful program. And of course, we don't want to forget our national flavor that we're going into now, because in the last 3 years, we've been successful recruiting the local area, getting some big 33 football players in particular, all-state in New Jersey, all-state in New York, and all-state in Pennsylvania. And now we are prepared to go anywhere in the nation to recruit good football players. And I think that this is what we have to keep in mind, that we wanted the local emphasis with a national flavor. Now, we've talked about our recruiting program. What has been the acceptance, and do you think that there are the athletes out there that we can get into our program that can meet the future people we have to play, such as Penn State, Pittsburgh, Syracuse, Boston College, and West Virginia?
I don't think there's any question about the fact that the acceptance has been better. We now have a number of the kids that we recruited or been part of our program for as long as 3 years. They've gone back home. They've said good things about Temple. People from their schools are interested in us, and I don't think there's any question about the fact that the talent is there, that we can handle those schools.
Local emphasis and national flavor. That's what the Temple football program is all about. Syracuse provides Temple with just such an opponent. The mighty Orangemen are typical of the type of school that Temple now competes with. West Virginia is always tough and usually bowl-bound. This year they were nationally ranked until they invaded Temple Stadium. The Owls shocked the Peach Bowl-bound Mountaineers 39-36, establishing Temple as a team to be reckoned with on a national level. Number 1 ranked College Division Delaware provides a local rivalry. It's Delaware's running attack against Temple's pro style on this rainy afternoon. The Owls were the last team to defeat the mighty Blue Hens. Boston College is another Eastern power on the Temple slate. The Eagles have a fine reputation and are a highly respected foe. In this night game, the Owls scored 27 points against BC, proving that the Temple offense is indeed an explosive one. Local emphasis and national flavor are one and the same when it comes to the Temple-Villanova series. Football supremacy in Philadelphia and the Quaker City Trophy are at stake with this game. The records are thrown out for this classic, which was renewed in 1970 and is a premier event in Philadelphia sports circles. The unusual is usual in the Temple-Villanova rivalry.
Now, we all know that being a Commonwealth school in the state of Pennsylvania, we have to include the entire state. Now, John, you've been out in Pittsburgh, and what do you find is the acceptance of Temple University in that area?
I think with beating West Virginia last year, our acceptance is much greater. People are looking from the standpoint, oh, you beat West Virginia. And at this age, it opens a few more doors.
It's about time Temple came around to big-time football, and we did it this year. It's just the beginning now with the victory over West Virginia.
The highlight of the season would have to be the West Virginia game because, it was so instrumental. We worked so hard for it, and just the victory over a big-time school like that was really great. Well, I have to say the West Virginia victory.
I guess it would have to be the West Virginia game.
Beating West Virginia. That was a tall order for the Owls in a critical test of Temple progress. Captain Doug Schobert and Paul Loughran set the tempo with this quick score. It was Loughran's all-around ability that sparked the Owls with another unique Temple play, the backdoor draw. Complementing Loughran was quarterback Schobert, who drills this pass to returning tight end letterman Denny Engelman. Add the pinpoint accuracy of kicker Nick Mickemeyer, and you can see why the Mountaineers were in trouble. Henry Hynoski, dubbed Dynamo Hino for his explosiveness, shows great ability. Flanker Tom Sloan alertly falls on the ball for another Temple touchdown. The Mountaineers showed that the Owls were in for a rough game. Here the nation's number 2 scorer, Kerry Marbury, tallies. But the Owls reacted with their wide-open attack. Schobert drove with pinpoint passing to Sloan and Clint Graves. And Graves again to set up another score. Loughran does the honors from up close, with number 78, Ed Bernacki, and Hynoski leading the way. Schobert spots Graves in the end zone, and Clint makes a superb catch in heavy traffic. But West Virginia, led by Marbury and quarterback Bernie Galiffa, shows its muscle and gives the Owls a thrilling run for their money. And speaking about running for the money, watch Loughran sprung by Bill Anzalone's block as he shows why he was 9th in the nation in all-purpose running. Pandemonium reigns at Temple Stadium as the Owls overtake West Virginia. Schobert hits Temple's next potential All-American, Randy Grossman, with a 2-point conversion to complete Temple's scoring. To seal the victory, Joe Injaychuk's clutch interception in the waning moments sealed the victory in Temple's biggest win ever. Emotion is rampant with Wayne Hardin joining in the jubilation at Temple Stadium. If beating West Virginia highlighted the national flavor, gaining the Quaker City Trophy from Villanova enhanced the local emphasis. Early in the game, Temple's hard-charging line, led by Hazleton's Charlie Liott, resulted in the Owls drawing first blood. Hungarian soccer-style kicker Nick Mickemeyer provides the first 3 points of the game. Future great Dave Shinnick causes this wildcat fumble, recovered by returning linebacker Bob Bernardo. Returning quarterback Marty Ginestra provided Temple with a victory point by threading the needle to record-setting receiver Clint Graves, and Clint does the rest. Temple claims the Quaker City Trophy with an exciting 13-10 win. Award winners and winning teams go together. Hardin's players are believers.
I never thought I'd be able to play football against teams like Syracuse, and I made it through Wayne Hardin, Temple University.
Hardin has his players winning.
Wayne Hardin has been the impact on Temple football. He has just turned completely around the program.
At Navy, he went to the Cotton and Orange Bowls.
I think Coach Hardin is Temple football because he's made it. We've been winners for 3 years now, and we'll be winners for a lot more years, still.
He developed Heisman and Maxwell Award winners Joe Bellino and Roger Staubach.
I knew he'd change Temple football, and he did. You know, like he really brought everything together and really put us in a positive direction. You know, brought everything, the whole program, in an upswing toward what they're working for right now. If they just continue along the lines they're following right now, it'll be all right.
Now he's instilled the winning spirit at Temple.
Coach Hardin has done very much. You know, like he instilled a winning attitude in the Temple University football program.
Despite building, he's 18, 9, and 1 with the Owls.
Temple has changed from a team that didn't think they could win a football game against Gettysburg to a team who has the opinion they can play against just about anybody.
Anybody tired out there? Yes, sir. Can't get tired now. We need to get a fumble or a pass interception right now. Nice block, Denny. Way to block. That's the way I hit. All right. Oh, you ref! Harmony. Oh, you. Yeah. Ref, you ain't black and white. Second down. We'll run the guards off it. We'll look for Locker up the middle, off the jack. Okay, go, Randy, go, Randy, go, Randy, go, Randy. Okay, baby. He threw the flag for Hurley. That's ridiculous, Coach. First down. Unreal. That might be a fake. Hey, Dwight! One man! Safe! Okay. Let's run a wing 27 boom. Wait. Way to hop D! Go, Vic! Way to run, Vic! Way to run! Okay. Get in. Okay, 20-yard line. You gonna get it in? Okay, get it in. You ready? Yeah, ready. Sloan and Lockman, all right. Good job, Lake! What do you got? Marty! I don't like that call. I thought we only had about a half a yard. We got 2 yards open, but I think we better kick. If we give them the ball there and they get a touchdown on us, we got a problem. Nick! Get in there. Kick it out of there. Good kick. Get it. Crack that. All right, D, let's go. Illegal procedure. Okay. Let's take that damn football and throw 85 and hit Sloan deep for a touchdown. Way to hump, Danny. Good job.
Inspirational leadership on the sidelines is a Wayne Hardin trademark. Veteran linebacker Frank Dusatola, the defensive leader, benefits from some Hardin savvy. Even a calm coach such as Hardin sometimes gets caught up in the excitement that is Temple football. But the real Wayne Hardin is cool and calm, always planning and keeping on top of the game. Quick decisions must be made, and in this field, Hardin excels.
Get him up, Billy, get him up! We gotta go for it. We want to control the ball game now. You know, we don't want to go crazy. We want to just mix in our running game with a little pick pass. That's right. Play action passes and a little run. The under looked good, right? Yeah. Clinton needs 2 catches for an all-time game record. So let's start with snap screen. White side? Doesn't make any difference. I just broke a game record for number of pass completions.
Congratulations. You did it. All right. Yeah.
Another tough day, but another victory. Wayne Hardin, while winning, has always had empathy for his fellow coaches.
Good luck to you, Jack.
The entire Temple staff is vital to the success of the Temple football program. They are particularly adept at recruiting student athletes, which is the key to competing successfully against Temple's major schedule.
You know, you take a look at the final standings, and there were West Virginia was rated 17th or 18th in the country, and we beat them. And of course, this is what we have to do to not only be able to compete in that league, but win in that league. And to do that, we have to have good student athletes. And the reason we want students first is because we have a high educational system at Temple, and they have to be able to stay in, or else they're not going to be eligible. And most of our boys, over 90% of the athletes at Temple have completed their eligibility, have received a degree. And there's no question about Temple's academic standings. You know, if you take dentistry is #1 in the country, and communications is #2, and business law, medicine is 2, 3, 4 in the country. Take your choice. And we just have such a great program to offer people with 4 campuses here in Philadelphia and 1 in Rome. And when you stop to realize that Philadelphia is the 4th largest city in the United States, and we have the largest hospital at Temple University of anyone around.
Matter of fact, we've told a couple of guys this year that we're going to play a home game in Rome this fall.
Well, they get down to the seashore in an hour. They can get to New York in an hour and a half. They can get to Poconos in an hour, get to D.C. in a couple of hours, and it's really ideally located. And I think that anyone that has an opportunity to come to school here is to their advantage. We've had some outstanding athletes. We've had 3 winning seasons in a row, and it's the first time that's happened since 1937 in the old Pop Warner days. And I think it's a tribute to our athletes for the things that they're going to be able to do in the postseason games. There are 6 all-star games, and we have a boy in each one of them and 2 in some.
A total of 7 players represented Temple in 6 different all-star clashes, showcasing Temple's outstanding individuals nationally. And Clint Graves represented the Owls in the Hula Bowl. But his biggest thrills were the 3 Temple pass receiving records that he set.
I think to pinpoint one particular thing was the breaking of the records of Jim Callahan, previous receiver here at Temple. He went on to play with Atlanta Falcons, and for me to break his records, I think was a highlight of my career here.
Graves, who was 2nd in the nation in pass receiving, holds the Temple career reception mark with 120 catches. This pass from Marty Ginestra was one of 15 catches in one game, another Temple mark and the 1972 national record. Graves also owns the season reception mark with 63 catches. Not enough can be said about Skip Singletary, who was the first All-American ever to represent Temple University. Picked as a preseason All-American by most national magazines, including Playboy, Singletary lived up to his reputation as a national star. His selection as an All-American was capped by playing in both the East-West Shrine Game and the American Bowl. Wayne Hardin compared Singletary in ability to both Roger Staubach and Joe Bellino, claiming that Skip is as good at his position as Hardin's Heisman and Maxwell Award winners were at theirs. A good student who spends his off-season working with youth, Skip Singletary represents the direction in which the Temple University football program is headed. His excellent performances against such schools as Syracuse, Boston College, and West Virginia convince coaches and fans alike that he is a true All-American guard. Joining Singletary in the East-West Shrine game was defensive back Joe Injaychuk. After holding the great Mike Ciani of Villanova to but one catch, Injaychuk used plays such as this one to shut out All-American candidate Danny Buggs of West Virginia. Quarterback Doug Schobert, who led the NCAA with 63% pass completions in 1971, set 4 Temple passing records. His performance in the North-South Shrine game merited him serious consideration for MVP honors. Joining Schobert in the North-South Shrine game was running back Paul Loughran. A brilliant all-around performer, Loughran was among the national leaders in all-purpose running and kickoff returns. His breakaway value was emphasized by this run over the artificial turf in Boston.
Temple University Varsity Club, 1972 most valuable offensive back, Paul Loughran.
Temple's other record setter was kicker Nick Mickemeyer. Mickemeyer, who represented the Owls in the Blue-Gray game and the Senior Bowl, set Temple marks in career field goals, career extra points, and field goals in one game. The kicking game is as important as the offense or defense to Coach Wayne Hardin. Joining Mickemeyer in the Blue-Gray game was Temple center Dave Korjakowski. The past 3 years are history. What does 1973 hold for the Owls? Quarterbacks Ginestra, Joachim, and Moninger will be throwing to the likes of All-American candidate Randy Grossman. Grossman is called the best tight end I ever coached by Wayne Hardin, and he's making himself a national reputation with his play. Grossman made many clutch catches all year, such as this touchdown against Syracuse. The defense in 1973 will have many returning veterans, such as linebacker Dave Kinka, whose specialty is the blitz. Kinka's quickness makes his blitzing ability effective. He plays run and pass equally well. Safety Dwight Fulton, the 1973 Temple captain, is another defensive standout and a 3.8 student in the classroom. Fulton's speed shuts off this Delaware man. Sophomore Sheldon Tweedle got the call against Syracuse after an injury to Dean Steitler. This is the result. Sure-handed Tweedle made the big play all year, and as this play will attest, is now a tough returner. Linebacker Bob Bernardo will be another big play man in 1973, wearing his father's infamous number 35. Number 74, defensive tackle Dave Shinnick, one half of a sophomore tackle tandem, showed that he can play against anyone in the country. Defensive tackle Don Millard compliments Shinnick on the Temple defensive line, acting as a one-man wrecking crew against Villanova. Number 82, left defensive end Alex Cesare, shows Delaware why Temple's defense will be strong in 1973. The offense in 1973 will feature strong-legged running back Henry Hajnowski from Mount Carmel, who excelled as a sophomore. quarterback Marty Ginestra engineered Temple's Quaker City Trophy win over Villanova and is highly regarded by Hardin as a pinpoint passer and rugged competitor. Another halfback, Hubie Simpson, showed great form before being cut down by an injury in the first game against Syracuse. Spectacular catches like this one make Tom Sloan a threat in the Temple offense. Players and plays like this catch by Tom Sloan will carry on Temple's winning tradition. What's in a number? If it's number 64, it belongs to perhaps the finest football player ever to wear the cherry and white. It belongs to a true All-American. You'll never see number 64 on the Temple gridiron again. For the first time in the history of Temple University, this number will be retired to the showcase in McGonigal Hall. Ladies and gentlemen, number 64, Skip Singletary, the Temple University Owls.
The greatest honor any athlete can receive is to be honored by his own. Skip is a good student, good athlete, and represents what we want at Temple, a winner on and off the field. We are looking forward to the 1973 season. We have achieved a certain degree of success, but Temple's future really lies ahead. We have a total commitment for a successful program.